Hi guys, it's the Mama J again, and I thought I would give you part two of the fish room and other animals I have. This is the room across the hall from the fish room, and what you're looking at right now is Sophie. Sophie is my leopard gecko, and she is hiding out in her cave right now. Sophie is a nocturnal animal. They tend to sleep more during the day and come out and be active at night. It's just about feeding time for her, so I put some worms in her dish, and she's starting to get on the move here. In a leopard gecko tank, it's important to have several hides. Sophie's in a 20-gallon long, and she has a little cave there that's in the front of the tank. The Tupperware container has moss in it, and I keep that damp. It's important for them to have a moist hide to be able to shed as they grow. Both of those things are on what you consider the hot side of the tank. I have a thermostat and a heat that controls a heat pad underneath the tank, and that keeps it warm for her. And geckos, when they need to regulate their body temperature, since they're cold-blooded animals, they actually move to the opposite side of the tank or to another area, and that way they have a chance to cool off when they want to. So typically, she stays in the warm side during the day quite a bit. And also after she eats a big meal, she'll go and stay over there. In the evening, she will come to the cool side quite a bit because that's where her, I don't know if you can see her kind of cruising around the tank there. That's where her water dish is, and I've got her worms in her dish. And I've treated her with some wax worms tonight, which are the bigger worms. Those smaller worms are called phoenix phoenix worms, and they're very, very high in calcium. The powder that you see there is also calcium, and that helps geckos when they're in captivity. They tend to be more prone to a brittle bone disease. And by supplementing them with calcium powder, that really helps quite a bit keep them healthy. Everybody wants to be camera shy. Hi, Sophie. Well, while Sophie's being shy, I'll take you over to the other side of the room. This is my grandson's room. If you wonder why we have Star Wars characters on the wall. And these are the other two tanks that I have in the room here. I have Goliath, my giant beta, and I just got through thinning the plants out quite a bit in his tank. Had a little bit of an algae issue, so we're able to prune them back and kind of get things better under control. You can see the catfish are out feeding tonight. I've got two albinos, two pandas, those are little black and white, and then the one in the back there is a salt and pepper cory. Let's see if I can find Goliath for you. Here he comes. Goliath loves nothing better than these catfish. Most of the time you can find him sort of hanging out with them during the day. And he's just like one of the shoal, which is really funny, being a betta fish. And I don't know if you can tell from the video, but Goliath has some pretty significant tumors on his sides. He's really doing quite well, and he gets along well, even though he has these tumors. Unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do for him, but he's a very happy boy, and he loves his catfish. And he has a full belly right now, so I think he's not moving around like he normally does. And then this other tank, I have some very, very fat and happy little frogs. They just got through eating their bloodworm dinner. This is Hip Hop. Hip Hop is an African dwarf frog. And in the background there, you may be able to see Flip Flop. They are great little frogs, totally aquatic. They enjoy bloodworms. They'll also eat brine shrimp. And usually they're very active in the evening as well. You missed a really good food fight a minute ago over some bloodworms. But in the evening you can find them making little zen poses and crawling around the tank, which is a lot of fun. So those are the tanks in this room. There's Goliath out and about, hanging with his catfish.